Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new game. This was gifted to me by a friend. This friend has been friends with me for quite some time. He's even slept in my bed. No, he hasn't, actually. My friend Paul knew I was super into Warhammer, and this has been sitting on my wish list for quite some time. And he was like, hey, Jeff, oh, there's co-op mode? Shit, I didn't know that. We do have the DLC purchased. We don't have the DLC 2 or the digital deluxe because I'm hands, whatever. So we do have the Void Shadows and the Lex Imperialis. Wow, I said Imperialis like I was Irish. Instead of Italian. So I have never played this game. The only save I have is legitimately the character I made to see if I wanted to stream this, and I was like, you know what, screw it. So we'll delete this character. So yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone oh, let me check something real quick. How is TikTok's chat successfully connected when TikTok's not on? Explain this to me. Multi-chat, functional chat box thingamabobby. But I hope everyone's having a good day. So yeah. For anyone that's like curious, like, oh man, like how, like what do you know about Warhammer 40k? I know enough of the lore to where I can have a conversation about it and like seem intelligent. Past that, I am very much dumb. So we are going to do the DLC attached with it because people were telling me, oh, just have the DLCs active. They add more to the campaign and you'll have different characters and so on and so forth. So we're going to do that. We're going to do normal. I'm not super into CRPGs. They've never been my cup of tea. So I do find it cool though that you can customize the difficulty, and then Grimdark is permadeath, I'm guessing. Oh, okay, yeah, so it is permadeath, that's cool. We'll just do normal for our first playthrough. So that's actually kind of cool. We have preset characters, but we're gonna make our own because I know the lore and I know what I want to play as. So let's see. Let's look at some of our portraits. Can we do? Oh my god! I can put some in the portrait. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. Can I put my penguin in here? Open a new window, open a new window, open a new window. Also, hi Mark, hi Paul, how are you guys? Love you both. For Mark, I was actually about to come into your work the other day and bother you. Oh my god, this will be perfect if I can put that in there. Refresh. Okay. So okay. To use your own set portraits, change the images in the folders. For proper operation, do not change the names, formats, or size. It says change the images in the folder. Number 2. Oh, I didn't put it in there successfully. Hold on, chat. I'm dumb. Come on, please, let me use my custom penguin emoji. It'll be funny, I promise. It's right there. And I think it fits the parameters. Yeah, it's in number 2. Oh, do I delete the other ones? It says ID. Is this not as easy as I thought it was going to be? Are you winning? I am, Shroom. Are you winning, Shroom? Are you? Run's already scuffed. You haven't even started. What do you mean it's scuffed, Paul? I have to stand for this audacity that you come into my stream and you insult me. Hold on. Take some time. Take some time. Unless I get the penguin in there, the run is scuffed. Hojo, the run's scuffed, buddy. Okay. So I need to. Okay, so I need to. Okay, I know what we need to do. Okay, hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I'm cooking. I'm cooking right now. Give me 5 minutes to cook. Okay. Why is my stuff not set correctly? There we go. Okay. A in each. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works, chat. Believe in me like I believe in you. Also, did it say I have 44 people here? Okay, thank God. I was about to cry if there was, because I'm like, man, this is actually about to become a scuff run. Okay, this might work. This might work. Okay. So, open up the folder. Okay. All right, then I'm going to open up the downloads folder because I just resized these just now. These are fresh off the press, just been made. Okay. Okay. That's not the one I want. Okay. Okay. Refresh. It's right there. I have them made. To use your own set of portraits, change the images in the folder. Okay, what do you mean change the images? For proper operation, do not change the names, formats of the site. So what do they mean by change the images? Yeah, this might be scuffed. I blame Paul. I know where he lives. I'll touch him later. Also, Oh, try to look at this. Okay. So, Warhammer 40K Rogue Raider custom image how to. Okay, to add a custom portrait, place your resized PNG images into a specific subfolder within the game, portraits, doctory, well, yada yada. Name them full length PNG, middle PNG, and small PNG within their own folders. Then select them in game. Okay, so I rename these. So I rename this one as small. Yes. No. Delete. Rename it to small. Rename this one to medium. So do I delete these ones that? Okay. Medium and then full length. Full length. Okay. They're there. I don't want a 40-second tutorial. I don't want a 3-hour. Oh, let's see. You can also make your own. The folder for the custom portrait is located Windows user. Yeah. Each set of portraits should be its own folder. You'll need 3 portraits, a full length, which I got as saved as PNG files with those file names. The portrait pack from Pathfinder games can give you an idea of how they're laid out. Let's see.
Everyone, my name is Pathfinder. So I'll tell you exactly a generative tool of the sim, and then we'll put it and open every 1080, and what that not so bad. Come on, save that. All the portraits I've made for my other characters. Boom. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to replace these from our picture folder.
It says just strip replace. Oh, I named them. Okay. I named them these things. Replace. Yes. Replace. Okay. It's a perfect PNG, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Absolute cinema. Oh my god. So cool. Oh my god, chat, you don't understand. Look how cursed that is. That penguin's amazing. Oh my god, I gotta call the artist. Oh, I gotta call Angelina and tell her to get on the stream. She has to see this.
Zero, 8, 7,
Oh,
7, 9, 9, 6.
this stinky. Oh, it does fit the Warhammer universe perfectly. You are right. You are so right, Paul. It's so beautiful. Oh, both of them work now. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the penguin. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't even be mad. Oh my god, how is TikTok not working? Whatever. All right, so as I said before, I know enough of the lore to have fun with the setting and have conversations, but I'm not like super aficionado. My dog Hojo knows me. Isn't that right, Hojo? He's dead. Anywho, so we're gonna select what type of world we come from in the 40k Millennium. I think I already know. I think I'm gonna go with Imperial World, but let's go over each one. Death World. On the Death Worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive. Yeah. Tibble, look, your art. Your fucking Doom Penguin is my character icon. Look how cursed that is. It's so fucking good. Tibble knows a little bit about Warhammer 40k because I did tell her. It's so it is. Like, Tibble, I'm going to be dealing with some serious conversations with some NPCs talking about like cultics, like very deep, dark conversations, and what they're going to see is the penguin just staring them like this. Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, our lovely artist Tibble, yet again, without even trying, has made some of the best art. Also, it looks like my TikTok's not wanting to work anymore. Huh. Give me like 1 second. Oh, there we go. Sending data. Jeff went on a whole yap season when we first met. I'd say my knowledge of Warhammer is decent. All right, Tibble. You say your Warhammer knowledge is decent? Decent. Who are the salamanders? What is an orc's favorite color? Who is technically the oldest race? Shush. Sheesh, I'm on the spot. You are on the spot, Tibble, saying you know. By the way, yeah, our first time we ever met, technically our first date. I went on a whole spew about Warhammer 40k because we were both nerding out to stuff. But as she's she's Google searching this. She's like, oh, Jeff's got me. I gotta Google search this. I'm sick. I gotta Google search this. But anyways, a death world. On death worlds, plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive and destructive forms. inimical to human life. In return, I yapped about My Little Pony and his magic. Yep. Yeah, because Jacob, we had to put our custom penguin on there. Come on, Jacob. Look at the custom portrait. We had to spend 20 minutes trying to get that shit on there. If I'm going to test you in My Little Pony. I did not pay attention to any of it. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. My head was somewhere else. Like talking about Sanguinius' death and why it was so important to the Warhammer 40k universe. Yo! I only remember 2 conversations with you. Tell your friends. Tell all your tabletop friends, Jacob. Tell all of them to watch my channel. And for them to try and school me on lore. Hey, Sanguinius. Sanguinius died for no reason. I'm about to get crucified by the Warhammer community. How am I streaming on TikTok when there is no TikTok? Anyway, so, whilst extraordinarily difficult to colonize, many death worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Though those tested found wanting die young. Some of the well-known guardsmen, I forget what their names are, but I call them the Aussie boys because they're pretty much Australians. They're from a death world where the fauna tries to kill them on a regular basis. And yeah. Now in Blood Angels lore, those who are affected by the black... Jacob, were we talking about that? Were we talking about Blood Angels? No, I said Sanguinius died for no good reason. Y'all try to jump conversations. I love it either way. Thank you for explaining. I'm joking, Jacob. But thank you for telling me more about the Black Rage. This is like the 5th time you've mentioned the Black Rage in my channel. I'm not gonna lie. But correction, though. Correction. They do not just see Horus, they relive the memory of Sanguinius' death as if they were there. That is what the Black Rage really does. It makes them relive this memory as if they were there as Sanguinius, without believing themselves to be Sanguinius. Your first army was Blood Angels? Yeah. Alright, and then we got Voidborn. Voidborn are humans birthed in the belly of the Void vessel or abandoned at an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on Void ships become inured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel and to living in low or zero gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn and their skins are pale. They may even have minor deformities or a strangeness to their speech, gait, or general appearance that sets them apart from others. Hive worlds. This is for anyone that's been watching the channel, this is where Warhammer 40k Darktide takes place, is on a hive world. I started paying them a year ago. Nice. Yeah, but when are you gonna test me about my knowledge of Twilight Sparkles, huh? Or Applejack? That's all I know. A hive world's population so dense that great swathes what word is this? Because I feel like that's what is swaths of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gigantium cities bejeweled with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hive world are vital to the welfare of the Imperium and are the beating heart of the economy and the war machine. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies in vast factories, mine valuable minerals, and refine fuel for the Imperial Navy. The numerous regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from their massive populations as well. Yep. Forge Worlds. I believe the Salamander's homeworld is considered a Forge World as well. Oh, I appreciate it, Jacob. If I remember correctly, Mars is also considered a Forge World, I believe, as well. Yeah. Forge Worlds are the domain... Oh! So, no. Salamanders are not from a Forge World because they are not Adeptus Mechanicus. They are normal humans. But would the Iron Lords be from a Forge World? Because I know they're technophiles, just like Adeptus Mechanicus. Entire planets ceded to demands the vast micro-industries, each in the manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often colored by the technologies they specialize in manufacturing. The bulk of the Forge world's population is utilized as labor force. Whilst Warhammer Space Marines 1 takes place on a Forge world. Titan, I believe it's called. Or no, that's the name of the protagonist. Whilst the fortunate few may be indoctrinated into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus themselves. For anyone that doesn't know, Adeptus Mechanicus are religious technophiles. I don't know the correct words other than technophile is. They just love machines. And before I say the incorrect thing and got the entire Warhammer fandom trying to butcher me at one point, that was fun. I have one guy who was nice to me. Everyone else was rude as fuck. The toaster fuckers. Apparently calling them toaster fuckers, Jacob, is wrong. And I got so much hate mail because I call them toaster fuckers. That was fun. It's so... I love it. Imperial World. An Imperial World is one of the million planets united by the belief that the Imperial God Emperor hailing from hyper-technological societies to grim feudal populations. The inhabitants of countless worlds offer finality and devotion to the master of humanity and the imperial creed imposed by his citizens. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. I don't know, I pissed off some people by calling them toaster fuckers. Fortress World. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire population is advanced in warfare. They're consistently trained for the day they may be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Well, let's go over some of the strengths and weaknesses. So a Death World, they have what is called Survival Instinct. Once per combat, when the wounded of the Death World character is below 30%, they gain a 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. So that means they get 20% of their health back when they are below 30, so they can go up to 50% back of health, but then 20% of that is temporary. Death World characters also gain 20% bonus in dodge and armor, while they have at least one temporary wound of any source. So it looks like what you want with Survival Instinct is when you have temporary health, you are much harder to kill. They get +5 to strength, toughness, and agility, but they do lose in intelligence and fellowship. We all know what strength is. Strength is melee damage. Also can lift heavy objects. Toughness is how well you can take a blow and shuffle off wounds. Agility is how reflex and pose you are. You can affect your character's initiative, dodge, as well as melee when they're dodge reduction. Intelligence. Apparently, intelligence measures the character's reasoning and knowledge. For each point of intelligence, the character deals 5% more damage with non-burst range weapons. Also affects the lore of Imperium, lore warp, lore Xenos, logic, medical, and tech skills. Fellowship is your talk stuff. It allows you to befriend your fellow comrades a lot better, charm them, and it also affects your persuasion. What the fuck is this? It represents the talent to manipulate. Oh, it's manipulation. And then business sense. Okay. They also get talents known as Brutal Hunter. Death World characters give a 50% critical hit against targets with a bleeding effect or within 50% less than max. So pretty much these guys get to go hunting, trusty weapons with hammer, axes, and las weapons. Increase the Death World's character's agility when they are injured. Lifetime of scars. Death World characters suffer tough bonuses, less damage from fire. Okay. Then tenacity. Once per combat, when a Death World character suffers the stunned, blinded, or immobilized effect, they... Okay. So it looks like with this, you just get a shit ton of ways to get temporary health. Fortune, a Void Warrior character can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristics, or skill tree. Oh, so they get the luck tree. Or they get the luck trait from D&D. That's cool. This character cannot be greater than the base success chance of the roll. Additionally, enemies parry attacks against Void Wards have a 25% chance of failing after a successful roll. That's nice. They get high willpower, intelligence, but they have low strength. They get Bloody Mess. Anytime it scores a critical hit, they have a 10% chance of dealing double damage. That's cool. They also get Contagious Luck. Using a non-damage ability on an ally grants that ally the ability to re-roll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristics, or skill tests with a 20% chance of success for round 1. This chance cannot be greater than the base success chance. Using a non-damaging ability on an enemy grants them a 20% chance of failure. Fail, success, dodge. Oh my god. How many words? Character has a 20% chance of surviving a suffering lethal damage. Jinx. While a Voidborn character has more than 50% of wounds, all chances of all characters, including enemies in the 3-cell radius, are increased by 10%. While a Voidborn character has less than 50% of wounds, all chances of characters, including enemies, have a decrease of 10%. Be smart. Anytime an ability or talent uses the Fellowship bonus, a Voidborn character can instead use Intelligence bonus if it's higher. Oh, okay, so if I want to be charismatic, I can say fuck that and use Intelligence. Strength in numbers, high roll characters gain plus... What kind of math is this? Plus, quote, bracket, 1 plus fell bonus, bracket, so you add those together, divided by 2. What the fuck is fell? Oh, Fellowship. So, let's say it's 1 plus 4, that's 5, divided by 2, that is 2.5, rounded up, that's either 3 or 2. If there are 3 or more creatures, allies, or enemies within their cell radius. Yet they're suffering 2 penalty resolve. Alright. You get fellowship, agility, camaraderie, high world characters can pass willpower resistance tests using their fellowship value instead. If the character's fellowship is higher, outnumber. If hive characters has melee superiority against the enemy, the effect is increased by 10. If an enemy has melee superiority against a high roll character, okay, so if you get close to this guy, he gets higher priority to hit you, you get lower priority if you have high superiority. All ranged weapons dealing physical damage have +1 damage, plus 5% armor penetration, +1 rate of fire, but and -5 recoil, -5 to recoil. Helping hand, if a high rolled character starts their turn adjacent to an ally, the high rolled character gains +2 MP. If the high rolled character ends their turn adjacent to the ally, they all get 2 MP. But it's MP. Movement points. That's not. And they also get fresh start. High rolled characters gain +50 bonus to dodge against the first opportunity of every moment. Forge for purpose. Forge world characters choose one of the augment systems from the following lists: subskin armor, locomotion systems, analytic systems. So I either get better armor, better movement, or better hit chance, or better crit chance. That's not bad. Principal weapons: first attack in combat with any plasma melta or power weapon deals additional damage equal to its intelligence bonus. If for the remainder of combat the bonus damage is decreased to intelligence bonus divided by 2. Fires the Forge world characters gain plus toughness, deflection against the burning effect, and flame weapons. While wearing heavy armor, Forge world characters gain +1 MP, deflection, and cannot fall prone. Forge world characters gain a stacking 10% to hit chance and dodging reduction against any target that they hit within a single attack. Successful critical hits from single. I'm typing both better and worse than I used to as well. I don't see the difference, Jacob. You're still ass. I'm joking. Okay. Forge world characters can use perception instead on intelligence. Alright, and I think this is the one I'm going to go for. Hero characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skills or ballistic skills and add +10. Ready to serve. When an Imperial character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects a ally with such an ability, their resolve is increased by spell bonus divided by 2 for 1 round. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% of wounds, Imperial characters gain a 10 bonus to all characteristics and to resolve. You can still read, maybe I can type the way I do because I want you to read it. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're still cute, Jacob. All allies, excluding Xenos, in the current party gain +5 to the same characteristics as was chosen for humanity's finest. Oh my god, I feel like my throat's about to give out. And we're not even halfway through. We're not even in the origins. Oh god. Fortress world, okay. Never stop shooting. Each time a fortress character kills an enemy, they gain a 10% attack of never stop shooting at the start of their turn, there is a step. There is a stacks of never stop shooting percent chance that the first attack this round will cost 0 AP and will not count towards the attack limit per turn. It's not bad. It doesn't look like high risk, high reward. It just like you just get a bunch of bonuses. The high risk, high reward is more of a void, not void, yeah, of a void born because you get so much luck stuff. Fortress World characters gain +7 to ballistic skills, perception, and willpower while in combat. Yet while out of combat, their intelligence, fellowship, perception, and willpower is decreased by 7. Ooh. So this is just proving like doesn't exist. Hail of Steel. Each round, Fortress World characters gain a stacking +1. They all have that, Jacob. They all have some type of bonus for when they're at low health. Each round, Fortress World character. Oh my Bane, the stacking. Ooga booga, hit things hard. Exactly. At the end of their turn, Fortress World characters gain stacks of never-ending shooting equal to half the minimum damage of the most damaged ranged weapon they use this round. Spare Fortress World characters first reload in combat costs 0 AP. Ugh. Reloading a weapon grants temperate. Oh my. So these guys are just don't stop shooting. These guys legitimately are do not stop shooting no matter what. When all stacks of never stop shooting should be lost, they become WP divided by 3 stacks instead. Additionally, a Fortress World character may upgrade their willpower characteristics even if their current archetype does not allow it. Ooh, alright. We read it, we dealt it, and I need something to drink. Maybe the community votes for it? You guys? You guys want to vote? Okay. Poll. Pray a poll. What home world should I play? Death World, Void Born, Hive World, Forge World, Imperial World, Fortress. There you go. You guys have 2 minutes to decide what I'm going to play. Such a fluffy boy, Hojo. Oh. Oh, such a big boy, Hojo. Such a big boy. Oh, yeah. Touch it, touch it. Do, 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 do. All right. Oh, you want to come down, Hojo? No poll has been posted, sir. It says poll was created. View the results. Yes, Jacob, someone voted. It even says vote breakdown. One voter for Death World. I don't. So I'm assuming then Paul voted for Death World. It's on the top of chat. At least it was for me. Yeah, it's on the very top of chat, Jacob. What were you gonna vote for, Jacob? Because it's either you vote with Paul, which is Death World, or you vote for another thing, and then it becomes a tie, and then I flip a coin. Oh, it wasn't chat. I thought it was on Discord. All right, so it's between. No one wants me to pick the super overpowered ones like Fortress World or Imperial. You want me to be a weak subspecies human. All right, let's roll. Let's heads Death World, tails Voidborn. All right, I'm flipping a coin right now. Which was the luck based one? Oh, Voidborn. Death World was it looks like kind of melee focus. Oh, but at the same time, I could roleplay myself as a Death Corps Krieg, though. What do you mean I make lower builds fun? I don't play these games. Lower builds? I don't know what you mean, Jacob. I don't play these games. I don't do builds. Like, hot take, everyone. I hated Baldur's Gate 3. Hot take. Not bad game. I just didn't enjoy it because I did enjoy that type of D&D. I would rather play. So it tells you how much experience I have with CRPGs. I don't have any experience with them. It's between Ooga Booga and Lucky Man. Yeah. I'm just like very confused when it says because you make a lower builds fun and you look like you have a lot of fun. And Voidborn was luck. Okay, so I flip it. And it is heads. So that means it is Death World. So we are doing Ooga Booga. Oh fuck, man, I have to go. Fucking classes. Oh sweet God, oh Mary. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this right now. We are not playing any of the DLC characters, so we're not playing a Arbiter. Or sorry, that's not Arbiter. No, it is. Because that's Praetor. No, that's Arbitrator. How many classes are there? Maybe you should roll. I just don't want to do any of the DLC ones because I kind of want to experience the base game. But I think there's only one DLC class, and that's the Arbiter, which is the police officer. But also because the DLC classes already have companions that are attached to the class. How can you tell? Because I just know. I know what is part of the base DLC and it ends at Noble. These two are the DLC classes. All of these ones are part of the base game. Actually, no, Psyker's part of the base game. It is just that one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes. Yep. All right, let's roll a 6-sided die, chat. Roll a 6-sided die. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 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 I'm no. I don't want to play a fucking priest. No, I really don't want to play a fucking priest, man. The thing I hate most about humanity is their fucking religion. I just love their guns and shit. Yeah, rip a fucking Roni. If I start from the bottom, however, I can get crime boss. I really... Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you two. I really don't want to play as any form of a priest. Let me read into it. Whenever a character uses war, him or... Because I have to remember that just because I play this, this is what my class actually is. This is just my origin. I don't want to be the police cop, though. There's already a police cop. And that's probably going to be one of my companions. Also, we didn't even do my appearance. Actually... Oh wait, I am... It is actually.
Stand a chance. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Let chaos paint the stars red.
Time for a round of space regicide!
My supremacy is proven once again. Perfect. Didn't see that one coming. Done and done.
Look upon the Emperor's faithful as
Something of interest. This could be an opportunity. Lance batteries, volley!
Okay. If you guys will allow me to re-roll. Let me read into it. Whenever this character uses Warhammer or Furious Reticle, each demon or Xenos in the 5-ray radius we already have. So we already have what's the issue with War Priest. They want to use bolters and heavy flamers, and the homeworld trait does not help us at all with that. Alright. If you guys will allow me to re-roll, I'm going to do one re-roll. And I will include the DLC classes, but I'll also include the War Priest back into it. And let's see if I am determined if I am...
Make it happen.
Well, mind you, also, these aren't the classes. These are just my origin. I have to remember that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 classes. Roll a d8. All right, we're stuck with the priest. They rolled another 4. All right. I'm already gonna hate this. I feel like my priest would have more knowledge of the Imperium. He would, honestly, your sermons are dark and ominous for the vision that inspires you, or just lightning and monster. You renounce your mentor and testify against him. Persuasion. What was 5? Naval officer. No. Like, I might do naval officer. No, we'll stick with the priest. Honestly, it makes no sense with the priest. You got a 7? That's this guy, and... Oof. I don't think I want to play a psyker, to be quite honest with you. What if I roll it one more time, for shits and giggles? 2. Who I would be a commissar. Commissar actually would be kind of cool. What the fuck? Hold on. So a commissar, I know in the lore, commissars are always about shooting the allies and stuff, but what's the benefit of at all cost? Oh, I did not mean to pin that. So at all costs, if an ally, the commissar shoots an allied character with the pistol equipped in their primary hand, dealing 100% of the commissar's percentage of weapon damage. This shot ignores armor and deflection and always hits. If my ally is a Xeno, it always critical hits. If an ally remains in combat, they gain the all cost effect for 1 round. What's the effect? If an ally falls unconscious instead, what is the effect of all cost? What is the purpose of all cost? I'm very like, what does it do? All costs is a signature ability of the Commissar, allowing them to either apply a powerful buff to allies or mark an enemy, granting significant bonuses, extra AP or MP, damage, dodge, parry, boost to the ally who kills the marked target. With a converted attack of themselves, cannot gain these benefits. The attack does not need to hit to apply, enabling select a target or ally, perform a single shot or a single Target melee attack with the Commissar applies on an enemy. The target becomes marked. The first ally to kill the marked target gets. I think this is not for the game. I think this is something else entirely. Your skills at the bottom? You mean my talents? There's only one ability that affects it. And that is if an ally kills someone, they get 30% of the lost wound. There are 30% of the wounds lost due to at all cost. Or summoning or execution. When the commissary uses at all cost while shooting from behind, the bonuses granted by the effect are now doubled. I'm not gonna lie, some of these skills just don't make sense. Like, this feature to me doesn't make sense. The grants the braced effect to each ally, including themselves, within a 5-cell radius. The effect lasts for 1 round. The naval officer grants +1 charges of this ability at the start of combat. These characters oh, okay, so oh, so he gives 3 separate charges. Okay, that actually makes sense. There was a plant that gave extra armor and dodge with 10 HP. Yeah, we're using that plant, which is the Death World, which is survival instincts. When once per round, when wounds of the Death World characters below 50%, they gain 25% HP. 20% of their maximum hit points as temporary hits. And they get dodge bonus and armor while they have at least 1 temporary wound of any source. Enemies within 5 radius of the naval officer while braces effect suffer 10% if chosen by the officer weapon skill. Oh, okay, so this guy can go in around enemies, do brace, and then lower their weapon skills. Oh, so he just becomes a hard target to hit. Allies with braced effect affected by the naval officer's other non-attacking archetypes. Okay. So it's either commissar, priest, or naval officer. God, I haven't even played yet, and we're already an hour into the stream. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the priest is like the worst thing you can do when you're a death worlder because none of your bonuses help with it. Okay, I think we'll just go with Commissar. Logic, athletics. Or guys, I know none of us rolled for this, but this sounds interesting to me because this just popped into my head. This penguin being from Death Creek, Death World, Astra Militarum, Persuasion, because he is that. He doesn't know how to treat people. And then oh. Where is taking so long? There's so much stuff to read. Because I like the idea of Death World, because Death World actually seems cool. The only thing I don't like about it is that -5, but I don't know, like, so what I'm thinking of is, so with my, or from my home world, I get bonuses for using melee weapons and las weapons, which my origin trait buffs that even more with suppressive fire, specifically trench warfare, and yeah, this is just amazing. Blade masters are swift, deadly masters of the sword, particularly furious rapid attacks, able to sacrifice a part of their health. Oh, Blade prefers to avoid enemy attacks either by parrying, dodging, or quickly before enemy encounters. They have the ability to parry range. Ooh, okay, what does warrior get? Because I feel like we're going to focus on melee for this. Just because of the homeworld wants us to kind of be in melee. Or we could do soldier. Soldier then allows us to become a bounty hunter. So warriors, experience melee power capable of dealing high damage in close quarter combat, withstanding heavy amounts of damage. They also excel at drawing attention, less defending allies. Core focus, melee, movement, dodge, armor, parry, taunt, soaking damage. Melee swords, movement, dodge. Extra turn, single target buffs, rescuing allies of momentum. Your movement, range attacks, cover, dodge, burst fire. And then it leads to executioner or an assassin. Or a tactician. God, there's so much stuff in this game, chat. Yeah, let's try this. I'm already not playing the way I would normally play, because I've never been a fan of melee combat to begin with, chat. All right, characteristics. There. So we need, so for our archetype, we need high weapon skill and agility. What gives me +5? Oh. What should we name our ship? Fear of the Fateless. I actually kind of like Fear of the Fateless. And this is our little humble abode. Our void ship. The sword class Figurative is huge. Frigate is a classic void ship design proven in thousands of battles, combined destined fire, decent firepower, and high speed and survivability. Estimated dimensions is 1.6 km in length, 0.03. A non-version flagship is what's up, Hojo? Okay. There is our character. We are a Blade Master. Or actually, let's get a name. Esther. Or Edmond. Edmond. Name dot pen the for the ship. Dot pen the goal of. Are you talking about the ship or the character, Paul? I need the distinction. I was saying character name, but if we name the ship name is I'm so confused. Hold on. Let me put that's on snooze. I can't name dot pen the gall of man. I was saying character name, but if you can name the ship, name it gave the name to the ship. What? I'm so lost here, Paul. What's going on here? His name is Pen the Gall of Man. Dot pen. Or goon of man. What? Oh, penguin. Oh. Oh, Paul, it's penguin. Is it the Digimon? Oh, because I looked that up and it gave me the Digimon Penguinmon, an old favorite of mine. I feel it deserves more. Yeah, we can. All right, let's do this. All right, let's start our adventure, chat. Whew. trying to make Penguin sound badass for the universe. But no, I like Penguin. My name is Penguin. I'm assuming. Who are you?
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say?
Voice and dialogue. You
An
are in
impeccable
dialogue here. You can make.
manifestation of the God Emperor sublimity.
I'm gonna guess this is some kind of spy master. Truly an awe-inspiring. I just love the penguin. Yeah, this is just the funniest shit. You got such a super realistic, such a super like detailed drawing of this amazing, immaculate picture, and then you just see my penguin doom face like he doesn't belong here. That's amazing. I love this game already, chat. Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring. All this astounding luxury, the length, the laughable percent, it is enough to make one think that the architects meant to glorify. Have we met? Do I have a... I feel like the penguin. What's funnier is the name the character is under the portrait. Yeah. I feel like the penguin would be like... Alright, hold on. We gotta role play as this penguin. We have to role play him now. We're playing as the penguin. We're not playing myself. We're playing as a character. Alright. Simulate the role. This penguin give no two shits.
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
I merely criticize the tasteless architecture of this place, nothing more. I prefer to serve by actions, not speaking. I thank you for the advice. I shall strive to follow it in the future. I do not show difference for things I do not believe in myself. You seem attach much importance to the words. Well, I have a fondness for names. I have yet to hear yours.
I understand, but the particularities of my craft have made me a perceptive individual, capable of seeing
Oh,
through
he's
to the
definitely
root
a
of
spy
things,
master of some kind.
unlike millions of his devout servants. Trust me, your words could easily be interpreted a different way, especially by one inclined to do so. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of her
he's a
ladyship
master of
rogue
whispers.
trader Theodora
Okay.
von Valencius.
I believe that is
At
a
your
spy
service.
master of some kind.
I haven't had the
in
pleasure of
40K.
speaking with you in person before.
Lieutenant General Penguin, Superior Demand Commander of the 8th Army of this.
My regards, Lieutenant General. The
Lieutenant.
Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well, it is likely that fate will give you ample opportunity to demonstrate your talents as a commander. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias and carry the burden of an heir of
What
his
type
house.
of name is that? All I can think
Henceforth,
about is the.
You share your dynastic name with her ladyship.
All I can think
Bear
about
it
is.
with honor.
All I can think about is the meme of the voice actor going, continuing the trial of the vista la nis coronal. When he was saying that. Coronal. Lord Captain, a strange title for the lady.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis.
Oh,
At
that's
the
so
time
cool.
when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Okay, so to understand something about me, I know what these big words are. I know what sacrosanct is. I know what majority of these words are. Once you say them, I know what they are. Like, I do have a vocabulary. It's just reading them is the issue because my dyslexia is hard of pronunciation. That is my form of dyslexia. I cannot pronunciate words when I'm trying to read them. Once I hear them enough, I will develop that, oh, hey, I know how to say Imperium or, Sacronatus. I know how to say those words. It's just reading them is the issue because I don't know how to pronunciate them, so therefore I don't know what the word is. But this is cool though. Right click gives me a whole thing. That is actually pretty cool. The Lux Imperialis. The Lux Imperialis, a codex of Imperium laws. It is believed that they were written down from the words of the Emperor himself. Each world may have its own local laws, but the Lex Imperialis takes precedence over them all. Well, why am I on this vessel? First time playing RT? Yee, Joe. I am a huge Warhammer fan. I have played the majority of the Warhammer games, but my friend Forbidden Beef, who's also in the channel, gifted it to me, and this is my first time playing it. So I'm excited. This is my second time trying I think it's called CRPG. The first one was Baldur's Gate 3, and I couldn't really play Baldur's Gate 3 because I'm a DM for D&D, and my mind was like, I don't want to play. I don't want to play the digital version of Baldur's D&D. I want to play actual D&D. But not a bad game. I still enjoy what. You can hover over words to show what they. Oh yeah, no, I do appreciate that. Like, I know enough of the lore from my years of playing the game and watching the YouTube channels I have. Offers more freedom than BG3. Really? In like character or in like you can actually do what you want in this world? Because I know in lore, rogue traders are in a sense not above the Church of Humanity, but they are seen as a separate entity and can do a lot of things that normal, like even Space Marines can't do in terms of dialogue choices. Really? Okay, that's cool. I like that. I already like the fact that I can put my own custom PNG in here with my little penguin dude giving the newt face. But are you a huge Warhammer fan, Joe? Tell me more about the one who's on the ship found me. You say I'm one of the rogue traders' heirs, so there's another candidate. I assume you had the same goal in mind. You have a curious title. What is the Master of Whispers? What is your responsibilities? There are more QOL stuff like shared inventory checks, skill checks, tasks, priorities. If you're hired, oh, that's cool. So if you have a higher medicine check than the person who's like doing the actual dialogue, you will take priority and do the medicine check, or vice versa. Your party will take over for you. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I recently got into a 40k. I've been I've been a fan of 40K since I was a teenager. What's up, Weebert? How was your day today? But I've been a fan for 15 years. So yeah, because I've been like into Warhammer since Space Marine 1 came out. So let's say your perception is 50, but your party is 55. Theirs will take the priority. That's cool. I like that. I like that system, Joe. Actually pretty cool. Doing good. How are you? You work today? Yeah. I work every day, Weeb. Even on my days off, I work. Welcome to being IT. But no, it was a good day. It was a chill day. You don't need a save scum for those stuff like in BFG. Okay. Why am I bored this? Oh.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows.
I know.
Better
Wasn't
than
there
I
an
that
option that
whispers
shows the
are well to
dialogue?
attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Understood. Why did you brought
So
me here?
that you may fulfill your blood duty.
Big one.
Whatever obligations you had before,
I just
they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Okay, so I am not that far off. Road traders are pretty much above a lot of things. Because for me to be removed from duty as a commander, I don't know. But that's actually pretty cool. Thank you for telling me, Joe. That's actually a really useful thing to know.
I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before.
Also, almost
The
powerful
Lord
as the
Captain's power
Inquisition,
is
but
so
only
great
outside
that she is capable of
Imperial
performing
influence.
unthinkable feats.
So if I'm in
such as
Imperial
changing the fate of a
Galaxy, let's
servant
say
of
if
the
I'm near
Imperium,
Terra,
your fate.
all the stuff I would be doing would be under Inquisition watch. But let's say if I'm okay, yeah, because I know like I said, I know enough of the lore to where I could do a slideshow of it. Yeah, so basically you can do what you want on the outskirts of the galaxy. Okay. Any plants you find are yours to rule as long as you pay taxes, I suppose. Taxes? When did this game become NCR propaganda? I'm joking.
There is, and you will meet him soon enough. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora.
Like in war.
I imagine you have many
You know, all I
questions
can
for
say
your
is I'll become
patroness,
Yes Man, and I'll rule
I'm
the world.
sure
I'll rule the
she has
galaxy as
just
Yes
many
Man.
questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
No! My
I will lead
thing
us
is
to
not
fortune.
correct. It's okay. We all know, chat, that my
I always
penguin.
have a backup plan.
Alright, so these are like things I can interact with. The sacred mechanism has been infiltrated without due relevance. The duration of the day across this cycle has tripled. people interfering in opportunity.
Operation of Sacred Mechanism discharge name of the Omnisire.
Omnisire. Oh, I do need to play the Omnisire game. I own it because I got it for free from Epic, and I need to give that a try. I'm a huge XCOM fan.
Is there money to be made?
But Joe, I have a couple questions since you're into the Warhammer 40k universe. Who is your favorite loyalist?
One of the fun
I always ask this question. Who's your favorite loyalist Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine, favorite faction, and favorite Xeno faction? Or sorry, favorite faction. So it's those three questions. I specify favorite Xeno faction because I know a lot of people.
What's happening?
Oh my.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
It's my mods when they get angry with me when I don't stream. They send servers after me.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
Favorite Xeno are the Tyranids. They remind me of Zerg. Zerg is really cool. For me, my favorite loyalist faction is the Salamanders. Favorite Chaos faction or favorite loyal Chaos Space Marines are the Death Guard. Actually, I've been leaning a lot towards Alpha Legion, but I'm starting to be convinced that they're not Chaos, but indeed are loyalist, and they're just the biggest trolls in the goddamn universe. And favorite Xenos, Orcs. I just love Orcs. Orcs are just so fucking hilarious. Start battle. Holy shit, that thing just killed 2 people. Movement. So
Let's make some opportunities.
when used for 1 round, Astra military commander and their allies do not suffer damage from ally attacks and deal 100% more damage to enemies that were by them since the ability is activated. Ooh.
Who, if not me? I'll make it happen.
What? Am I not good enough for you to attack? You have to attack the poor innocent people? Oh. I accidentally pressed space. What?
Death to the heretics! On it.
There we go. Killed my first enemy. I scarcely believe
What
it.
suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the
A
culprits
piece of
from
technology used to communicate over a
advancing
short
their
distance
plan.
or to record sound.
spread out and no one is allowed to enter the premises.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
I'm a little bit sad, chat, that my custom PNG is not working. The wires of the servitors' heads are still smoldering. What? It would seem to have caused them this malfunction was a short-circuiting of a motive force. The terrorist entry gun carries the blast and is using the standard canisters in the manufacturing of the Gamma. Lehman Rust battle tank. Lehman Russ? I haven't heard that in a while. Reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor. The first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of the military. Interesting. Exodus unfinished, another symbol of the House of Parliament will be displayed here at some point in the future. A gray-green crystal with white veins and hum. Oh, this has to be what's that alien race called? Oh, what's it called? It's the fucking robot. Ah, damn. I can't think of the name. It escapes me. I can get every other name of the races. The Tyranids, the Orcs, the Eldar. What's their name? Not Tau. Tau are the blue communist. Necrons, thank you. I think this is a Necron artifact. A strange object that resembles seas corals. The surface is pitted, a sign that has been underwater. The stone of the vessel is no doubt solid, but the surface shimmers and changes hue as if someone has captured a piece of translucent.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Massive golden areas where it is sparkling precision. The black shear resembling obsidian. If you look closer, you can. Alright. Which up closer examining turns out to be a handcrafted object, symbols carved with the rules are visible on the surface. Interesting. What did you do for your first playthrough, Joe?
Let us not dawdle.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
But what are you playing? Like, what homeworld did you pick? So on and so forth. Like, for me, I randomly rolled for the Death World, or my chat did a poll. It was a tie between the Death World and Voidborn. Death World won the random roll, and then I was originally going to be playing a priest, but I was like, I really don't want to play a priest. So my audience member was like, oh, I rolled for this and that. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play it as a commander of the Astra Militarum.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more
Just
interesting
my
than
penguin going, oh
incoherent
fuck,
mumbling.
they'll almost talk to me.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say.
Nice.
Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
I chose Arbalist. Oh, you chose the police. That's my main in Darktide. Is that class. I absolutely love them in Darktide. I didn't want to play the DLC classes for my first playthrough. I kind of wanted to play the vanilla game. Gotta look like Judge Dredd. Oh, I love Judge Dredd. Dude, you know, I have been craving for a new Judge Dredd game and another movie/TV show. Carl Urban as Judge Dredd was fucking amazing.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case if the population of Ion 4 engages in casino worship. There are ways to confirm whether what is happened on Ion 4 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it would give us an answer. I have retired some connections in this retire a few Imperial Guard regiments would take care of the natives. Their spirits on the magma solitude. Reports of spiritual. Me too. If there is a new one, I want to be as gritty as possible. Same.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. We are both servants of the God Emperor and the tyranny. Does it become anyone of our status to engage? Dude, I found your tone most disrespectful. Will you kindly alter the manner in which you address to me, or will you live to regret the consequence? Shut your mouth before I decide to shut it for you. Oh my god. Alright, I'm role playing as the penguin. What would you do? You know what? I feel like the penguin would say this.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
But yeah, no, another.
So, why are you here?
Was not for you who sent me. there are questions I wish to bring that I do not.
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Yeah, I assume that's what the document was that it's pretty much a, yo, you could do what you want, cuz, from the Emperor. Also, quick question, Joe, did you play Space Marine 2? Like, did you beat it and stuff? I'm just curious before I ask the question. But, yeah, no, I would love a Judge Dredd sequel to be as gritty as possible, or even a game. Oh my god, a game would be so much fun. Yes, I did. Do you think the Emperor was talking to Titus? Or do you think it was one of the Chaos Gods fucking with him? Because a part of me feels like it's the Chaos God. 1000% Emperor himself. Really? Because that would be what one of the very first times that the Emperor has spoken since he's been on the Golden Throne. As I know he's been talking to Gilliman. Correct. Like, the Emperor has been talking to Gilliman.
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my
She's calling you a
peers
bitch. She did call me a
and
bitch, Paul.
rivals.
She did call
Besides
me a
me,
bitch.
2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
I'm uneducated.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
I will say, this is probably the greatest fucking thing that could ever exist in video games, is just, you have the dialogue here, and if there's a word that you don't know, hover over it. I need for it to be explained even more. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, there's a dictionary? Oh, it's sensational. Oh. Chat, I already love this game. This game is 10 out of 10. No, that actually is awesome. That is actually awesome. That is 10 out of 10. Absolute cinema. One of the things that while Owlcat does right, FF16 had something like this as well. That's cool. Navigator translation. Where are my current results?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor. Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
So for anyone that's curious about what's so terrible about the warp, because they're like, oh, what's warp? The warp is like a sense, it's like another dimension, but you can use this dimension to access faster than travel speed. The issue with the warp is that certain things live in the warp. We call it chaos. Chaos lives in this warp. So when you go inside the warp, if you aren't having protection like the Gellerfield, demons can come into your ship and possess your fellow comrades, or even try to convert some of them into becoming cultists. That is what happened in one of the instances in Dark Tide. One of your comrades does become a cultist because they were subjected to a demon in the warp. So another thing too, and why we keep the God Emperor alive, is imagine this guy is the God Emperor. I know, Mountain Dew, how poetic. The God Emperor is also the North Star for when you're doing travel in the warp. If this thing goes away, you have no idea how you're traveling in the warp, from what I understand. As soon as this man dies on the Golden Throne, we are doomed as a race in the Warhammer 40k universe because we do not know how to travel in the warp without him. There was another way, and the Eldar know how to do it, which are the Space Elves. The Eldar has what is called the Gateways, or the Webways. These are little gateways that the Eldar can access to jump into any point in space. The Emperor was close to figuring out how to use the Webway, which then we didn't need to use the warp. However, his son Magnus said fuck that shit and screwed it up for everyone. Fuck you, Magnus the Red, and your stupid ass sand marines. I'm joking, there's a lot more stuff that goes into what happened with Magnus the Red. God Emperor is also shielding the Imperial Galaxy with his psychic powers, right? There's literally a giant portal on the era for the chaos. Yes, from what I understand, he also is protecting mankind with it. By the way, there's also a law for a specific group of Space Marines called Grey Knights. Grey Knights are like the Space Marines of Space Marines. They're the super soldiers. And in their codex, there is a law they must follow. If the God King Emperor is removed in some capacity from the Golden Throne, you must do whatever it takes to put him back on the throne. Even if the Emperor becomes magically alive again and is back to full strength, the Grey Knights will do whatever it takes to put that man back on the Golden Throne. That means doing potentially a 1v million, because it will be them versus the entire Imperium if necessary, which is crazy to me.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may...
Holy shit! That's a lot of cultists.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Emperor, protect me. Gonna hurt.
Break them around. Die.
Holy shit.
Death to the weak.
I was just given a pew pew pistol. These guys got plasma and melt and melta? And I dodged.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down. Who, if not me?
I serve the ruinous powers!
What the heck? I think these are just general cultists. I don't think they're anything specific.
Death to non-believers!
For the Imperium!
Follow my lead. For the glory of the Imperium.
Chaos guides me.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I'll see to it. Your end was inevitable.
Don't touch me. No mercy for him.
Take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Whoreson.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh shit. The heretic's body is riddled with holes. What? It's a little shotgun blast. Bro, I want that Melta. This is making me want to play bolt gun. Bolt gun gives you such a good arsenal.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Hello, cousin.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Oh my god, this is the voice of the veteran, specifically cool-headed veteran. I met him through Twitch one time. I raided his channel while he was streaming Darktide. Very cool dude. I absolutely loved meeting him.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to drink the sink water because it has shit in it.
Confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Just to clarify, chat, I live in Vegas and our tap water is hard water, and it's just terrible to drink.
Then it's settled. Find Ethelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
So is Sea or City Water. I still drink from the tap. Not as bad as Vegas. I'll tell you that right now, Jake. It's not as bad as Vegas.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear?
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
I knew it. I knew the Spy Master was going to betray me. He had an amazing voice actor. We always know, chat, remember, if there's an amazing voice actor, 9 times out of 10, he will betray you. That's just how it goes. If you don't believe me, look up any game that has an amazing voice actor in it who plays a side character.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power, the sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel. On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for? I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
The blade flashes, the dim land drops, the blood drops appears in the palm from the brief moment here. You feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning your thoughts, replacing fire in your head. Check 100%. You can carefully inspect the design of the priorities. Server on the gate begins to move within the screen search grid. Slowly or closer to you, it lower the storage drawer opens with a drawer ouch much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The server's mouth is filled with a sharp metallic fang that glints at the dying light. If you look around, hoping to find at least something you can directly as you're searching, the chamber is completely empty and it's perfect condition.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
I'm just trying to stall. The server is noticeably different from the ones you used before. It's skin covered and stitches together with copper thread. It has metallic place on standard droids. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the Sentinel's life of this unit would be much longer. Past the Sentinel's jaws remain closed. You're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were leaning against the gate, you could just catch a breath. Maybe you can close your eyes, pretend this never happened.
High levels of caustic humans. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, I require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way.
Damn, I'm smart. Check the warrant.
I always keep my options open.
Do 10 push-ups, a posture check. No, Shroom, don't do this to me. I'm just a guy. Don't do this to me, Shroom. Oh. Push-ups are for whenever. Does anyone else want to make me do push-ups? Does anyone else want to make me do stuff?
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Let it be known that by my will, by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer. Oh. Triumph over nightmares, I'm told to be bold and they walk steadily.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Right. Alright, let's do these push-ups real quick, chat. Move background. Oh. Oh, you can see a little Hojo bear sitting right there. Look at look at you, Hojo. Look at him. You couldn't tell that's a rat. That's a big giant rat right there, aren't you, Hojo? Aren't you a big giant? You can tell I'm calling him a rat. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm not a rat." All right, let's do some push-ups and sit-ups real quick. Push-ups, I think. Watch. What's gonna be fucked up is I know Alk. What's gonna be fucked up is I know Alk is gonna wait till I do the push-ups. I get up and everything, and then he's gonna redeem the sit-ups. And I have to get all the way back down again. I know he's done this like twice to me. Ugh. I should just like be a cheeky guy and just say that this is how I'm doing my push-ups is on that.
There we go. There we go, chat. 10 push-ups. Oh, son of a... See? I knew it. One of you fuckers keep doing that. This time it was just Jacob waiting. There we go. Hulk is here. He's lurking. Oh. Stretch. And then what is the other one? Posture check. We already did that. Nope. Because I do have a limit for those, Jacob. It will automatically take the points, but it will not redeem it. Try to make me do more.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by. Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup.
Communication protocols breached. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
The game story unfolds. You will still get notifications from the screen indicating status of your current objective. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Is there money to be made?
Where do I go from here? I assume this door is open. Oh, there we go, chat. Nope, that's not the way out either. I feel stupid right now, chat.
rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh, fuck me. I'll take this ship from
Run,
you.
fools, or fall!
That one's a blade master.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
As a trader, we were parted ways on the officer's deck. He stunned me and somehow brought me here.
What?
He is clearly serving the unholy gods of the war.
Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic. Oh, Voidfear, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt.
Then he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here. Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Hooray! I think I can start using my abilities now.
I won't compromise my principles.
What can I take his... Oh, there's really no point in taking it. You can dual wield. Yeah, it's actually cool. I did pick Blade Master because... But how do I check? How do I check character stuff real quick? Inventory? I'm trying to see like liabilities and stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, what? I could go down the heretic? Yeah, bottom right. I eventually saw what you were cooking with. But yeah, I'm just curious. Trusty weapons. Damn. I have to get axes. Maybe Blade Master was not what I was supposed to get. Oh, melee attacks in general, so I can do it with axes.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further. What advice do you seek? Let me. You are injured. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for... The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have... But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered.
My
Perhaps
Blade
the
Master
navigator
member
was struck
is
down by
stronger
warp
than my
corruption
character.
and is fighting for the
Jesus.
last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet. You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing? Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
What can we expect at the Navigator
During
Sanctum?
warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterial. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
That does not bat an eye as he lists all the horrors that you are about to face.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course. Absolutely.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that...
You and I are my next offering! Close ranks!
The Masters demand your death!
On it. I refuse. I'll send another enemy down.
Oh, he's a navigations officer.
victory is imminent. One fewer target.
Death to the weak.
Be careful, companions can't get hurt from your... Well, thank goodness I'm a blade master.
Brace yourself, Abelard. Just a minor setback.
Make 3 melee attacks to a random target adjacent to the blade master.
It's as good as...
Oh, so if I'm surrounded, I can do that.
I won't stand for it.
Someone else can do this.
It will be done.
Oh, I should have done cleave. I'm dumb.
I'd rather not.
Oh well.
My ears are ringing. I've suffered worse.
I'll make it your end was inevitable.
Or you can cut yourself out, cut out yourself next time enemy and use it. Huh? Oh.
I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Yeah.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The idea of your consciousness shrinks and falls into deeper, the claws scraping against the walls of your mind as it prefers to try to hide from its view.
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officers' deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officers' deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Hey, what's up, Quad? How are you doing?
You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs?
The fucking the thing perfectly
I have seen the
shows.
footsteps of your past.
You flinch to the seer's words. No doubt she is referring to the nightmares, the tortures inflicted upon your body and mind. Your muscles contract voluntarily as infant steals themselves from the pain.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Jesus, there's
But we're
so
not just
much
going to stand here and
dialogue.
take it, are we? The state of things
I
in
can't really
here
complain,
suggests
like,
there's
it's
a
good
navigator
dialogue.
around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Should I divine our next step?
I will lead us to fortune. Keep your wits about you.
What have you been up to, Flaw Dog? Happy New Year's. Oh shit, that man's just horrifying.
No mercy to those who oppose Von Valancius!
What? Oh my goodness, no. Oh my goodness.
Who if not me? On it. My gut tells me it's a bad idea. You never stood a chance.
Alright, that's actually pretty cool for Blade Dance. an operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses. As a psyker, she can do... Okay.
But of course.
That is sensational.
Will do.
My place is at the fore. I will do my duty.
Chaos guides me.
Whoa!
He's as good as...
What is this foreboding? Was farewell.
The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, like skin scratching between the seats and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily. The air whistles as if it exits through two dark, like silks of the cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of the corner.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again. The bones creak, the skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than wild. You remain seated. Button lens as far as us can.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Your screams echoes by the silence of your head. Unseen creatures trying to decide the navigator's security. There's corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within
The navigator
me.
continues to convey almost violently in his seat, baking and crackling. But then it stops abruptly. His face is stretching back and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a scream out of his nose. There is purplish swelling around his eyes.
Run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidus. good luck. And thank you.
Poor fucking guy. Also, I'm surprised I walked out.
I always have a backup plan.
Ooh, axes. Ah, but the sword deals more, so we'll have an offhanded axe. It's the same no matter what, so that's fine.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So far, this game has its hooks in me. I am enjoying this game very much. Like, that's saying a lot. I'm not usually into CRPGs. But the idea is just mainly because it's set in the Warhammer universe, so I'm already, like, super invested. But I definitely need to fix my character.
Jeebus, No Pants Nation. Welcome in, Jeebus. How have you been? Happy New Year's, Jeebus. Also, Wildback, Happy New Year's. I didn't say Happy New Year's to you.
I shall pity not your enemies.
A battle, sister?
Heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
Oh, yes.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me.
I feel
Leave me
above.
not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Hey, Joe, can I fuck? I might have a thing for Sisters of Battle. I'm just saying, man. And that picture does not help me. How my penguin looks right now, I feel emotionally right now. The white-haired warrior turns to your face, her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivering in her hands. And for a brief moment, it seems that she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees starting. Gem all bricked up right now.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed master of whistlers.
Do you not even
Edelstrad the Air
think
is waiting
it's
for our aid, and
sincerely
Lord Captain
bad?
Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and
What
every
is a
heretic.
warrior of the Adeptus Sortarius? Adeptus Soratius doing aboard a rogue trader ship. Your orders to serve the instructions.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Massacre, my lord. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard. Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lord. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments when we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a tech to
Did they
map
not
with
put
us.
Velcro
But
on
we'll
the
see what we
cables?
can
Did
do
they
without one.
unvelcro your cables? Cable management is important, people. Imagine that's just what Siege does to fuck with the people on their rogue trader ships, is that he'll like look at the cable management. He's like, perfect cable management. Cuts a zip tie. It all falls apart now. It all falls apart. It's not perfect anymore. There's loose wires. They're not bundled up. There's no service loop. They're all crazy.
Good to hear it.
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Can I take her?
Restless.
Can I take your bolter? Yeah, I can take your bolter from you. All right, let's see. So he's a soldier. Oh, that's cool. So she gets like her unique shit. This is this fucking penguin chat. It's amazing. I love it. I love the penguin. Oh my god. So Jeebus, what have you been up to? I only managed the cable in my pants. Oh, crazy Jeebus. Crazy. Absolute mad lad you are. So let's see. So she gets running gun and furious. France's zeal oh, she's the priest, that's right. Okay. Just working, not much time to do anything else. Working the ship I do. Yeah, to be fair. Any cool New Year's resolutions that you have going on, dude?
I know how to take risks. Let us not dawdle.
No, New York's resolutions. No, oh no, I thought you said New York. No New Year's resolutions after the last one that I made. And yet to break them. Understandable, my dude. I just have a bunch of streaming resolutions. Like get to 1,000 followers, make more content on the regular. Where do we go then? Because that way's locked. I made a resolution to not make any more New Year's resolution. Yet to fail.
respect for not failing it, my dude.
Is there money to be made?
I feel like the exit is just somewhere here, and I'm just not understanding. Yes. Large enough for a person to get through. Okay, so get through it.
Keep your wits about you.
Because this is locked. Probably use the right tool. Oh, hold on.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Oh, I thought she had more, to be quite honest. I thought she was going to give me a whole ass thing about how butchering people was going to be the next course of action. Oh, how many? Oh, I can have up to 6 party members?
Let's not waste time with pleasantries. I always have a backup plan.
You probably open it with the right tool. What?
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
We are the spearhead of the...
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Yes. I'm not so sure.
Did I pick up the tool and not realize it, and I'm just dumb?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh my god. Alright, so we have 3, 6, 7, 7.
With fire
Oh,
and
shit.
vigor, our Emperor, imbue us!
Let's put her here.
Blood flow.
Let's put you here. You here. And then you here.
Would you look at that?
Faith without deeds is worthless. Each strike is a prayer.
Gain momentum, then the sister of battle gains
As the Emperor commands, I act.
On it.
Be gone.
Oh, it's beautiful. The
Will do.
Psyker is worth playing, chat.
I'll make it happen. Who if not?
Shit, more of them.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Good for you. Anywho, I saw your mother the other day and I just started blasting.
That's ethically sound approach. It will be done. Indeed. That's not the Seneschal's job. Someone else can do this. I've suffered worse.
Is he a god amongst men? Is he the Emperor incarnate?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Does this man have better plot armor than Goku?
I'll do it. Eradicate it.
But of course. No can do.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
Rookies!
Rookies!
I'm not interested. It will be done. I took care of this one. I'd rather not.
Just casually take all the damage, I see.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Running gun actually seems pretty
I know
fucking
what is to
useful.
come.
But you know what it is to what? Yeah, I don't think I heard her correctly. How do we switch weapons? Oh, there we go. Damn. I should not even bother to aim.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Someone else can do this.
Damn. I accidentally pressed space instead
Guided
of...
by faith.
the other option.
Faith without deeds.
Attention.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Exact replica of the Vulture's flagships. Oh, what time is it?
Who thought
It
that
won't
was
open. The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
a melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
I don't bother to aim either. Other people are pleased with this.
Let us not dawdle.
Unexpected result.
D100 system. Oh, it's a D100?
Is there money to be made?
Operator gloves, mounted charges. Oh. Equip. Oh my god, that's sweet. I wonder if I could sell. I should be able to sell. There should be no reason why I can't sell all this.
I always keep my options open.
The Emperor favors me today.
Alright, and then we leveled up.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
So now I get death from above. The blade dancer leaps into the air and lands on the selected cell. Landing upon landing, they deal 8 damage to all adjacent enemies. This leap can be made to any unoccupied space. Ooh, that's an actual cool ass ability. I like that. And then what does warrior get? They get endurance. Okay. Oh man, maybe I should have been a warrior. They get temporary hit points, and my guy's origin is all about temporary hit points. The operative removes all exploits from a target, decreases the... Ooh. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Success is the only outcome I accept.
I do find it funny for this, though. Apparently this was like 100%
rise to the top or get left in the dust.
But both Darktide and this game released the officer, the Judge Dredd character as DLC, and it's both. Well, this game's second DLC and Darktide's first DLC. The fuck? It's just a guy. Oh, it's Valencia.
Are you lost, my heir?
Oh.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Pain is but a reflection of one's weakness. To renounce weakness of spirit in pursuit of greatness is the only path to heights worthy of a rogue trader. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies.
Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity is that now dwells in the deep recesses of the mind. Wonder is baked
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Nor will
whoa,
the fire
whoa,
burn
Sister
those who
Val. You
carry
telling
the
me to
torch of
step
faith
into
in
the
their
flaming
soul.
hot fires to prove my belief system?
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to leave people to their demise.
Let us not dawdle.
Where did it go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch? I better myself through my service.
10 out of 10. Just shoot pillars till everything works.
I always have a backup plan.
Too late! We are too late! Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak. With...
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Is there money to be made?
Attention to detail is the key to success.
What a peculiar thing.
Oh. Okay. Perception be hopeful.
Keep your wits about you.
And the beginning area of this game is quite long. Not really something to actually complain about, but it's cool. Alright, I think. Oh god. Okay. I think this is the time for me to start heading to bed. I am starting to get really, really tired. So I will catch you guys all later. You guys all have a good night. Thank you all for lurking and watching. Hojo's excited. He knows I'm now done. He's like, oh, you can give me attention finally. So thank you guys all again for being here. Let's go raid out. Let's go say let's go say hi to someone. Let's go say hi to, let's see. Hold on, Hojo. I'm picking someone to raid. We'll Oh, let's go raid my friend Ama. All right, Amaya. Amaya just started streaming, guys. She's a friend from high school. She's very sweet. She mainly plays League of Legends. Let's just go say hi to her. You guys all have a good night. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.